Welcome back, everyone. We are here to meet with the senior staff here and figure out how to quarantine this mess we're in. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we're heading up here finally.
I thought better of you, Eleanor. You seemed above such petty displays of dominance and control. I had thought you a woman of science and reason.
You saw Zarman's notes. Any one of us could be infected. We have to be sure.
But what if you're one of them? What if you're trying to trick us?
That's why I've imprisoned myself as well. Only the Ascended is immune.
Well, at least this way we are safe, either from ourselves or from each other.
Alrighty. I think Mann might be involved somehow. Every time a transformation happened, he wasn't upset, he was delighted. Starman may have not been the perpetrator, but the first victim. At this point, any one of us could be infected, even me. Siren, I don't know who I can trust here. Riot, sabotage, people turning into monsters, I'm going crazy. Or is that just stage 1? I need your help. We need your help. The research you recovered was a mess, but I found a reference to the infection out in the syaoranvee. If we can get a sample of the original organism, I can make a procedure to screen for it. At least then we'll know who we can trust, including myself. I guess we have to go find Site A. Where is Site A? Okay, it's off in an area that we hadn't been in before, so... It looks like my original idea was... Whoa, it's like really... Okay, that was weird. Like, it was really dark for a moment there, I wasn't sure what was going on. Oh, we got a research assistant. And they're still here, aggressively eyeing at the, Actually, now they're looking like they're fighting each other. But I think they're just aggroing on the, foothold there. Which is still amusing how many times you see footholds, like, right outside of a, settlement like that. There's basically no real point in fighting them at this point. That's why you never see anybody really fighting them. Like, they give you a type of currency, I believe, but you get so much of it already from, like, carnage quests and stuff like that, I think. That's not really worthwhile in fighting for it. Yeah, we don't have to really do anything while we're going through here, because we've already been through this area and done all the carnage quests, so... We're just about halfway to the level 64, which I'm happy about. I think we'll just about make it to it, because I think this zone is not particularly that big. Oh no, we're about done with about half, like a third of it already. The skeleton is all that remains of one of the ill-fated Guar researchers who first explored the FARV. The rest of the Guar research team couldn't recover such bodies for fear of losing their own lives, so their colleagues were left to be cooked clean by the Akavari hatchlings that infest this region. Here's where we put the rest. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and do this quest as well. Yep, we got a... We've got more carnage quests for us to do here. Oh, we have 2 assistants. I didn't even realize that. Okay. At least with that, we get to kill 3 at once. I think they're one of those types of enemies that are just kind of ganged up together. Yeah, we're fighting more leopards, it looks like. I do wish the game would let me have rest experience. That's one of the things that annoys me about this in particular, is that without the rest experience... If I had rest experience, I think things would be a lot easier. Well, we have a full-on foothold over here, it looks like, too. Got a bit of a scratchy voice tonight, apparently. Yeah, it's not quite a hatchling. It's a little bit bigger than a hatchling, I think. Yeah, so far this zone's been kind of interesting. I like the fact that they're doing like a whole montage to, I want to say it's The Thing. The original movie The Thing, I think, is like the whole quest line going on right here. I like how the NPCs next to me also like do a little sound effect when I attack something, even though they're not gonna do anything at all. They still somewhat like acknowledge that there's a fight going on, I guess. But I kind of have the feeling that these companions gonna end up like turning into monsters or something. Let's just check this. This is the only one that's dropped anything, and it's anything worthwhile. So. We found some more bones. It's like I'm doing RuneScape at the moment, like putting bones into the ground. I miss RuneScape, but I want to finish up Eldeven before I go back to RuneScape, so that's why it's been like 5 years since I played it on this channel. When I eventually go back to it, I want to go ahead and do new members stuff and. Oh, I think I was targeting the companion, that's why I wasn't attacking anything. People seem to really like Eldeven, though. Like, I've gotten comments about how people really enjoyed that playthrough I'm doing of it, even though it's one of my no commentary ones. Alright, that Carnage quest is done. Very nice. Yeah. Really, the only reason I bothered to check loot at this point is, like, the very rare occasion of finding an equipment item and, like, the very rare occasion of finding a dimension item. Like, everything else is kind of useless to me because I don't really bother with dropping my merchants all that much. Okay, I think we located Site A, I'm assuming. Egg samples, yes, okay. There's an enemy up here. I guess I can fight it. Because there's also some bones up here, too. Go ahead and just grab these again. I think I've gotten these ones before. Yeah, I have. Okay. And this should be the last egg. There we go. Now they want us to run off to Site B, but I'm not quite done here yet. Like, there might be Site B right over there, huh? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's definitely in the circle of finding more bones at, so I guess I'll head over there. Okay, maybe we're not going to find bones here because they're all infected. They didn't die, they're infected. I have to kill 80 of these guys, that's not too bad, I guess. One of them's talking about raising pillars at Site C. Okay, that one that's walking by might aggro on us. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's gonna aggro on us. Let's hurry up and kill this one so we can get our tank back on the enemy. It's attacking us, and they're actually doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, they do quite a bit of damage, I have to say. So I was curious to see which enemies actually do, like, more damage than the other ones do. Because normally they can't, like, do this much damage to my razor beast like that. Strange pillars. Yeah, there are strange pillars around. Oh, I'm being attacked by a second one. I was wondering why I was, like, losing health still. Planar invaders are somewhere, I don't really care. Well, please don't grab that third one. Like, at most I can handle 2 of them, it seems like. In fact, I probably should go ahead and grab a dark roast here. It's interesting to see how the dark roast isn't really doing that much for me anymore. Oh, that's a weird, like suddenly my... Okay, we're going down here. I thought I was being attacked again, huh? Okay then. I hope the ones behind me don't start respawning. Like, if I could just get this one done and get out of here, if I'll have another fight behind me. Yeah, they seem to be obsessed with some sort of pillars. Oh, I just got another one. That's fine, then we can just go ahead and leave. I guess we'll go back to Site A and grab, bones from there again. Because Site B definitely did not have any, it looked like. A single hatchling. That's kind of strange. Pretty sure they're always in threes. And I'm sure there's two more around here somewhere. Yeah, there's one right there. And we'll grab this one again for like the third time. And there we go, that's finished. That puts us like right at the line for the halfway point on our experience bar, so I'm happy about that. Okay, it looks like it's way out here somewhere. Got a little penguin friends marching out here. Let's see if we can grab this before our buff lays off. I don't want to have to go all the way back if that happens to me. Okay. We don't have any Carnage quests with the infected researchers, I guess because we did the ones from earlier. Oh, the pustules, okay. Just get one more. Alright, we did all that. Let's see if we can get out of here without dying. That'd be quite helpful. Looks like a Razor Beast died, unfortunately. Yeah, now we have everything done, so we can now just go ahead and focus on the glacial hunters and then head back. Looks like there's plenty of glacial hunters in this area, though, so I'm happy about that. They kind of move around quite a bit, though, so I have to watch out to not grab a bunch of the ones. Yeah, our assistants are about to fall off. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, I was worried before because I wasn't sure if they disappeared, I'd have to do anything like go back to where I started, all the way back at the settlement, and get them rebuffed or something. Groomed fur. Okay. Yeah, there are plenty of them out here. I guess they just put most of the spawns just out here in the middle of nowhere. So I only saw 2 of them when I was heading up here through the sides. Yeah, is there any area around here? No, we've gotten pretty much all this. I guess we'll probably end up having to go to this last bit here that's uncovered. In fact, we'll probably end up going to that temple right there now that I think about it. But beyond that, we've pretty much covered this entire area, I think. And at that point, we're going to have to go over here to Finrick and do this other eastern part. And beyond that, there's a little bit to the north, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Oh yeah, I still need to get one more of these, don't I? I need to be wandering off now, right when I'm just about to be finished. I'm just kind of curious how they expected me to be level 65 at this point, when it's... I've done essentially everything they wanted me in the last two zones, and I've only made it to 63. I wasn't even at the halfway point of 63 when I entered here. I just got to the halfway point. That's kind of what throws me off, is... It seems like they almost have to make you do the instant adventures to get a good leveled experience here. Which is probably what I'm going to end up having to do to get to 65. I'll probably get to 64 at the end of this. But I know there's going to be stuff blocked off until I get to 65 proper, and I think the easiest way to level up is the instant ventures at that point, so it's kind of meh. Gotta have my hand forced at that point. Did I go the wrong way? I don't think I did. I don't remember going through the big dig last time. At least those researchers don't start the whole slog again if you're not in the quest, I guess. That's nice, at least. Alright, we made it.
You've been very quiet since all this started, Erwins.
What is there to say? I could be infected and not even know it. It's a lot to take in.
If you were, you could have killed me on the way here from the big dig.
Perhaps I did. How would we know if only the infection remained? We could already be dead.
I've changed my mind. Maybe silence is best.
Yeah, they're not having much fun here. You're just in time, Siren. Do you have the samples? Things are getting worse and worse here. I've had to restrain all the surviving senior staff. Help me prepare the test. Infection seems to be a mind-controlled parasite. I can't even trust myself to administer the test. You're immune to the infection, right? We've determined the infection starts by attacking several metaphysical strands of the soul, and manifests in a physical form to attack the body. It's a multi-dimensional pathogen. Perhaps that's why you're immune, Ascended. You'll need to assemble the testing device. You'll use your blood as a catalyst. Just be prepared. The infection may defend itself when the test reveals it. Alright, we'll test her first. Non-reactive. Okay, we'll try out Erwin's next. Non-reactive. Kumu's next. Non-reactive. Next is Scott. Reactive. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's bad. That's not what I wanted. I was still on the wrong toolbar. So yeah, this is a big homage to basically John Carpenter's The Thing. Now it's time for Mann, who has been the most odd of the plot, so it's not gonna surprise me if it goes either way. Non-reactive, okay. Just said I wasn't. Mann was clean. I was sure he was the cause of it all. He was out in the FARV before the infection spread to the Snorax. He was working with the translation matrix, all the vectors associated with the spread. Even the staff who rebelled against us were convinced it was him. I'm certainly convinced. This is what paranoia does to you. I gave credence to wild, overly complex connections, no groupthink, rather than raising down on the simplest explanation. When this is done, I need to weaken the lightsaber. The surviving senior staff will test the rest of the station and quarantine anyone infected. Now that we've isolated it, we need to find a cure. Mann has a theory on how to do that. He'll need our help to get it working. It's based on some work he was doing at the old DSM-13 dig site. I need to set up the quarantine. Why don't you go and meet him at the dig site? I'll follow you as soon as I can. Once again, we have a thing that requires me level 64, and I'm not there, so that's kind of crap. Really wish I was level 64, not gonna lie. I just noticed that, like, all the, agitated researchers aren't here anymore. Huh. There's still some outside, but, I think. But, where are they gone too? Let me see. They're here, but they're invisible. Okay, so basically the game made all the NPCs here invisible to me. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, so it's gonna be me and Mann heading there. Yeah, no, I feel like Mann still might be gonna betray us. Alrighty. Yeah, we're heading up that way. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be explaining experiments to us according to the quest log. So that should be interesting in learning a bit of backstory of what this infection's about. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to cut to the left here and go up the way that we went before. Oh, there's some field researchers hanging out here with a penguin. It's a happy penguin at that. Wonder if that's part of a quest line at some point. I think we're about, yeah, we're heading up towards an area that we weren't at before. I see a quest over here. Oh shoot, that's a lot of them at once. Siphon pillar has been partially raised. Sink it back into the frozen creature will help you contain the corruption from leaking out in the Tarkin glacier. least one of them. There's no way I missed this one before. It must have just only now appeared. I'm pretty sure this is Site B or C. Okay, this is half of them. Need to find if there's any more around now. Which I'm not really seeing any more. That's strange. Like, I only see these 3. I don't know if I'm gonna have to wait for these 3 to reset or what, because I only see 3 here. Although I think there's probably another site over there, isn't there? Yeah, there is, okay. That must be what that's about. This is not the site I was... Okay, it wasn't. Okay. Okay, looks like we'll be able to get these without much trouble. Very good. Pillars keep the Akin from stirring in this container of prisons. By turning the pillars to their sunken positions, you have helped ensure that the Akin will be unable to escape on their own. Heading this way, or... No, I'm heading up this way. Alright, we've completely, knocked out the western part of the map here. There's something up that way. Another Carnage quest, too.
Fair warning on what you are about to see, Ascended. I had discovered that the physicality of the Akvan was just one facet of their being. But through the facet of that biology, I saw a commonality to begin my experimentation. Conceptually, all biology is just a single facet of our beings. There are other facets and lenses to view them through. Souls, for example. Biology is simply a lens through which the physical cosmos may view the truth. One of many such lenses. But these lenses are crude failures, and they must be destroyed.
Whoa. Alrighty. I thought something was going on. Yeah, there is, I guess, something going on over there. There's a quest up here I want to get, because that's what caught my attention before. This perimeter containment device in case that the perimeter is not functioning. Without the perimeter activated, the creatures in DSM-13 have been escaping into Tarkin Glacier. You need to prepare the perimeter. It appears there's one down this way, I think. Just a call off. Yeah, there is something over here I could get. But I have to be aware of this foothold and the enemies along the way. Looks like the roll chat is picking up a bit. At least somebody said something. Okay, we very much made it to it at least. There's 6 of these things in all we have to get, which is a bit more than usual for these types of collection quests. See where the next nearest one is. It's still up this way. It got close enough to fight me. Okay. At this point, we're almost done with this card quest, at least. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's especially ungood. I'll get my greater beast back in here, so I'm gonna need him. And that Carnage quest is complete. So we can kind of try and avoid these enemies now that we can. There was another enemy around here that had a Carnage quest attached to it, but they're not anywhere along these sides, it looks like. Alright. Okay, the unstable plasmas were the ones that had the other Carnage quest attached to them. Let me go ahead and take my Dusk and Dark Roast real quick. Oh, these guys can have a shield. Like me. Yeah, these guys don't really have the strength to them to do a lot of damage, so that works for me. It's actually going to work out pretty well for us, because we can just go around a circle. We're going to get both the enemies out of the Carnage quest. And then at that point, we just have to go and search around for Mann around here. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if maybe Mann is infected, but he was just talking about how you can't see the lenses. There are many different ways of, like, seeing the lenses of what you can see. And he even mentioned the soul, which was something they test the infected on, I think. So now he might be, like, some sort of other form of infection that we haven't encountered yet. Something about him is definitely off. Oh, we got an artifact here. And then from here, it's that way. Some elemental wax. Okay. see the thing right up here. After this, there should be only one more to get. So I think maybe the game put more than 6, perhaps. Or actually, no, it might be that the 7th is the other quest spot. So. Okay, and then the last one's right over there. Okay. We just need one more of these plaza guys, and then we can just kind of skip over any of the rest of them. Oh, there's another artifact over here. I don't know, it's been a while since we found any artifacts, really. Like, I don't think we found many in Dromheim. That Carnage quest is done. Now we can just kind of skirt along until we get this last perimeter thing and go back to talking to Mann. Let me just get this real quick. And we're finished with that. Okay.
These are my previous failures, my inability to grasp the fundamental concepts and learn from what went wrong. Then it struck me. Oh, my hubris. The Akvan equations were not written to explain the other dimensions to the physical cosmos, but rather the inverse. The Akvan existed long before this physical cosmos sprang into being. They wrote these equations for themselves to understand what was happening at the dawn of cosmic creation. This change in my perspective led to all kinds of breakthroughs, but they were still the fumblings of a child with building blocks. I sought greater complexity.
Very strange, okay.
All manner of physical elements had varying effects on the equations. Applying them to biology created these myriad fleshy constructs. They were failures, all of them. Expressions of the first attempts of the Akvan to understand the physical reality through the lens of mortal biology. Giving the equations voice, reading them aloud, produced the dark speech. It was then that Frecker's study of cybernetics, complex systems, and their interaction with environment and each other gave me an idea. There were many dangers in this process, however. Biology is capable of translating both sound into thought and thought into sound. It gave spoken equations of Akvan speech the power of thought. The equations began thinking, then speaking. The possibilities were potentially infinite. What could be learned from this? What could we teach? It was the most exciting time.
Alright. This is getting kind of curious.
I could not share this development, for I was concerned my colleagues would demand I cease the project. Their fears became my chief concern. But they discovered my work anyway. Their expertise in their limited fields took them to false conclusions. Their fears realized, and so too am I. Mass exodus, the very panic I endeavored to prevent. But you have provided the missing variable in this equation. Your physical definition in this cosmos will bridge the gaps. This small amount of your blood will accomplish what no amount of experimentation ever could. Once the equations have studied you, they will incorporate your variable into their definitions. You will complete the Akvan definition of this reality and provide a suitable output where the others failed. This is the beginning of a new era ascended. And you made it all possible. Once the equation understands this reality, it will become the key the Akvan need to unlock this physical prison. Once the prison door is opened, all of us shall be, for the first time, truly free. The Akvan will show us the cosmos that once was, and all shall be united in joy.
Yeah, we have to destroy all these? There's quite a few. Well, actually, they don't seem very powerful, so... Yeah, they're pretty weak, actually, so nothing to worry about. I'll probably take two of them at once, actually.